Hi guys, welcome to the video, and today's video is why anger makes you weaker and slower part 2. And if you haven't watched a video part 1, then you can watch it right here. I would go and click on it so you give more of my background of what I'm talking about and why I talk about how anger is the antithesis of relaxation, why it's so bad and weakens you. But today I want to talk about a caveat. As always with everything, there's a caveat to anger and it can be used as a positive. So I wanted to actually do a video on that because it can benefit you, and there'll be a lot of people who actually will be watching the video, my part 1, and thinking, well, I've used anger, I've been angry when I've run my fastest race. Well, where's the evidence that anger is so bad for you? Well, as I say, anger can be channeled well. And I can remember in my own kind of sprinting or 400-meter running, when I actually turned up for an event, an athletics event. This is well back in the noughties, and I turned up and I was late for the event and I missed my 400-meter hurdles, and I was angry with myself. I was really angry, and I thought, well, I'm not leaving this event without racing. So I actually booked myself into the 400 meters later on that day as a late entry. And then I decided I'm not leaving this event without a PB. And I made the decision in my mind that that was what's going to happen. And guess what? I did that PB in the 400 meters. I went round and I made that decision, and I gave my body no confusion about what I wanted from it. I went round and did that PB, ran much faster than I'd ever done before. And I did it off the back of no training. So I wasn't at my fittest either. So in the previous month, I'd probably done, if that, a handful of training sessions. So I wasn't even at peak fitness, and I still ran my fastest race. So when you actually, what I did there was I channeled my anger into a positive. I channeled it into into something so it made me strong. That's all I did. So when you do that, that's why for some people using anger can be useful to them, and actually they can channel it quite well. You'll remember, if you've watched a bit of the part 1 video, that I talk about a test that you could do, and what I do with my clients is actually get them to hold up their hands and I get them to think about that stressful person. And when they think about that stressful person that adds stresses to their life, and probably anger, they are weaker. When they actually think about that positive person that brings happiness to them, brings a positive kind of element to their life, positive energy, then they are stronger. And for me personally, and like 90% of people, 95%, I don't know roughly the ratio of it, but there's people far outweigh it when they actually think of that positive person, that person that brings them happiness, they're going to be stronger. For me, I was always stronger when I thought about that positive person. But in this case, I was angry. And you'd think that that would be a negative, but I channeled it positively into actually making me stronger. And that's when you can actually work with the emotions you have at the moment. That doesn't mean that you actually artificially try and create that anger inside you. I go over in this video about psyching yourself up and how that's probably not your best way of doing it. What you want to do is work with the emotions you have at the moment and channel it well into an energy, into a positive energy. What I did, unbeknownst to myself at that time, was actually I was channeling relaxation, because I used anger and channeled it into a positive, and I gave myself a decision and focused my mind. By using the aggression, I focused my mind, and when I focused my mind, I removed all doubt. And what is the doubt that actually adds stress to your life? You don't know what's going to happen. It's the doubt that actually adds confusion to your body. And that's what actually tightens up your body. If you give your body to focus, then that's going to actually contribute to relaxation, because you've given something, an order for the body, as I said earlier, a decision to the body that there's going to be no doubt about that outcome, and that actually relaxes the body. So what you want to do is work with the emotions you have. Don't artificially create anger in you to actually get the aggression to do that. That's not the best way. What you want to do is work with the emotions you have, whatever you're feeling, then actually work with it and channel it into a positive. So if you are angry at the time for whatever reason, someone said something, use that as an aspect of actually, I'll show you, channel it well, and you can use it as a positive, and you'll run fast. The problem is with anger is when it lingers, and this is when it really becomes hampers you and becomes a weight on your shoulders, because anger leads to resentment, and resentment is something that lingers for a long period of time, and over time that will weaken you. That will add stress to your body, and it more than likely will weaken your body and actually lead to injury as well. So you need to actually leave that anger on the track, and whatever occasions when anger brings it, channel it well, and then leave it alone and let it go. You can use Tim Ferriss's writing techniques for that. That actually really works quite well, because writing out any kind of resentment that you have actually makes you working on it, and you're spending time on it, and it actually gives the mind time to actually sort out the problem and let it go. So putting it out on paper actually can help you let go of any resentment. So use Tim Ferriss, go and study Tim Ferriss. As I said in the previous video, he can be really beneficial for you. So go and check out his work to actually channel resentment and try and actually let it go. Resentment is bad, you want to let it go. If you've got anger, use it for a benefit at that time. In the short term, good. When it becomes long term, leads to resentment, you have to let it go. So hopefully that video was helpful for you. If you could like the video, I would appreciate it. If you could share it, would appreciate it. And subscribe to my channel, because I'm going to release more videos that are going to incorporate relaxation into your sprinting and make you faster instantly. But for now, just leave me to say thanks for watching the video.